Alright, we're good to go. This is Donaldson TV, guys. Toronto Blue Jays back in action against the Boston Red Sox tonight. They lead 2-0 as we sit right now. I believe we are going into the top half of the second inning. I'm not sure. I just was setting everything up on the stream, not really paying attention to my TV. So things kind of mixed up in my head. Just stick with me for a second and we'll be good to go. As I see you guys are in here already. I am right here, guys. Right here. As we're getting this stream underway. Hello, JPL. Hello, Nate. Hello, Young Gun. God, you guys can make it in. Penguin, hello. Reed, hello. Long time no see, Reed. And we're going to just make sure that everything's good on my end here on the preview screen. And we'll be good. There's the man, the myth, the legend. One day soon, right, boys? One day soon. So here we go. The Red Sox are on the field. They're getting ready for this. What's going on? Just getting set, boys. Just getting set. This is going to be an awesome game. The Blue Jays, I think, are up 2-0. Wait for the official scoreboard here, and then all of a sudden we will be good to go. And really, I'm just happy that the Blue Jays might have a lead in the game. What is my World Series prediction? Tough one. I'm thinking the Cubs or else... who else is in there? Ooh, hold on a second. Ooh, that's foul. That was a beautiful swing. That was one of the best swings I've seen all season. It's foul. It is 2-0. Steve Pearce, 7 home runs, 20 RBIs on the year, a .271 average. The guy is doing pretty decent for himself. Some injuries set him back, but he's doing good now. Gotta go to my own baseball game. We'll catch you later, Reed. Thanks for tuning in. And Young Gun, I did see your comment, and I was like, oh, he sees my stream is right there, but then all of a sudden, never mind, you got in the stream and we're good. B-Mac, welcome in, glad you could make it in, as the Blue Jays are up 2-0 against the Boston Red Sox, and man, I think Steve Pearce just did it. Just did it! Was that the 3-run shot? Yes, it is! We are up 3-0. Steve Pearce, he turns on 2 straight pitches, fouls the first one off, and then bing, bang, boom, hits a home run to give us a 3-0 lead, his 8th home run of the season for Steve Pearce. What a moonshot that one was, right over the Green Monster. Loved that one, that was perfect. And things looking good for the Blue Jays, now up 3-0 with only 3 outs in the game gone in Boston. Hey, against Boston, right? That's the thing, we're playing Boston. So, alright, things looking good so far. Hit it over the Green Monster, you betcha he did. Royals keep acting like we're contenders, but I think we should rebuild. If we don't, we'll go another 30 years without playoffs. Well, the Royals, similar situation to the Blue Jays, right? Is things kind of derailing this season from the years past, and that's the way it goes sometimes in the MLB. How's my day going? Pretty dang good there, Nate. Had the day off from work, so been working hard on YouTube, on MLB, on NHL, and things are really starting to pay off for me. I mean, I've tripled my stubs on MLB The Show, and here's Kevin Pillar fighting off a pitch. That could have been a good little hit down the line if he could have flared it. And Dejamis, welcome in. Glad you could make it in. What do you think is the Blue Jays' weakest part of the team? It would be the outfield right now. The outfield is not performing to where they need to be, so that's the kind of problem, right? Bartolo is starting for the Twins tomorrow. The Twins were doing good last time I checked in, so I'm not sure why they got Bartolo Colon on the mound. Nolan Hunter, welcome in. Glad you can make it in as the Blue Jays lead 3-0. Steve Pearce just turning on a pitch to give the Blue Jays a 3-0 lead, like I mentioned. And you know what? 1-2 count to Kevin Pillar. Nick, welcome in. Glad you could make it in. And you know what? This Blue Jays squad all of a sudden looking pretty good. I mean, they're facing a lefty, so what do you expect, right? Do you think the Brewers are a legit contender, Penguin? I'm not sure, honestly. The Brewers, if Eric Thames would have stayed as hot as he was to start the year, I think they'd be a legit contender, but he's kind of cooled down, so, you know. And Young Gun, I have to grind for 93 Hanley. I have to grind for Roy Oswalt yet. I really want to get that Oswalt done and get that Veteran Impact First program done. Then we'll be talking from there, so yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And sorry, Blue Jays fans, but I think they should trade Joey Bats. I think they would get good talent for him, depending on who needs him. That's the thing, right? He's old. He'd be a DH, so the NL is out of the way. It would be basically based on who needs him at this point. I'm not sure who needs him. And Kevin Pillar is going to bounce this one in front of the mound. And, oof. Quick stick handling there with the arm by, I'm not even sure who that is behind the plate. Is that Christian Vasquez? I think it is. Von Hook, welcome in. And forgot who needs, who will want him. That's true enough. Everyone that's not a Jays fan hates him. Well, there's a couple teams that I'm sure wouldn't mind adding him to the squad. That's for sure. And let's keep this rolling here as we've got a new batter up to the plate. Who's in the box there? Is that Darwin Barney? I believe it may be Darwin Barney. I'm not sure. Didn't see what the batting order looks like tonight. So I'm guessing, and there we go. See, I'm right. It's Darwin Barney up to the plate for the Blue Jays. 227, 2 homers, and 11 RBIs, a 276 on-base percentage. So he's getting it done. Ooh, Darwin Barney, same thing as Steve Pearce 5 minutes ago. Just cranked one out of Fenway. But unfortunately, it is foul. He's all set. And that was a beautiful, beautiful hit against Eduardo Rodriguez. 1 home run, 3 RBIs against Eduardo. So this is big. This is huge for Darwin Barney. He's only ever had 1 hit. It's a home run. He's going to lace this one into right field and caught out there in right field by Mookie Betts. So hold up. Hold down. Mookie Betts makes the play. Stanton hit a 2-run bomb first inning. Well, that is good for Stanton. Too bad he couldn't hit enough bombs in the home run derby to face Aaron Judge in the final. That would have been absolutely sick, but hey, Aaron Judge took it. I got my pack out of MLB The Show, and I am happy, right? That's the big thing. So Jose Bautista, 16 homers, 42 RBIs on the season, a 233 average. Honestly, not a bad season for a middle-rung superstar, right? He's that background character on the team, although he's leading the team kind of, sort of. He's got to be that background character that gets it done. If he can hit 25 homers this year, I am happier than a pig in crap, to be honest with you guys. And there's Joey Bats getting into a 1-1 count, fighting off the knots as he looks to have some knots in his back. And Ryan, welcome in. Glad you could make it in as the Blue Jays are leading 3-0, 2 outs, top half of the second inning. And it's a 1-1 count to Jose. He will take a ball up high. And do you think Carlos Beltran is a Hall of Famer? What team's hat will he wear going in? Carlos Beltran, I think, will be a Houston Astros Hall of Famer, and he'll probably be very respectable in the Hall of Fame if he ever gets there, that's for sure. He's had a pretty good career, and just because he played for a lot of teams doesn't mean that ruins his chances, right? So guys, I'm going to check one last thing here and make sure we're on track still, and we'll be good to go. Is Smoke the greatest Blue Jay of all time? Strong, he's been the greatest Blue Jay this year. That's all I can say for that. And missing the last couple streams. No worries, Nate. Haven't really had a lot of streams. That's the unfortunate part. Work has really taken over, and I can't complain because I'm getting paid big money finally. So here we go. Let's go to real time and see what you guys are tuning into. I usually don't root for the Blue Jays, but when they play the Red Sox, you have to. Yeah, that is true. And Joey Bats goes after that pitch down low, missed it completely, and that will be strike number 2. So it's a 3-2 count, nobody out, top half of the second, 2 outs, and congrats on the big money. Well, you know what, it's not huge money, guys. It's reporting, broadcasting money, but hey, I'm getting a paycheck that pays my student loans, and that's the big thing. From Wainwright, you got to come down and watch a Bison's game with me. Jake, I've watched multiple Bison's games in my career down there in Wainwright. Actually, I was down there with the St. Paul Canadians this year when the St. Paul Canadians were in the final against the Bisons. Let me tell you, that was a great series, and it was great to follow the Bisons all the way through to their provincial title. That was a great time seeing them capture it. Taylor Shibata, Tyler Fisher, just Cade Spencer, a bunch of guys that really deserved the title, got the title, and I am so glad they finally actually even won the Westerns title as well, so they were a force to be reckoned with. Have you ever thought about playing Madden? I have actually uploaded Madden a couple times to my channel, but it just doesn't do as well, and I don't think I'm cut out for the Madden type thing. I don't know anything about the NFL, so I couldn't tell you guys, but here we go. Here's an update. Jose Bautista has struck out. We're going to the bottom half of the second inning. in Boston. The Blue Jays have 3 runs on 3 hits, and the Blue Jays, well, they're not doing good. Enough. They need about 5 more runs. Spencer Goslin, he was the captain. Yeah, I remember Spencer Goslin. That's a name from the past. And Jose, I'm not sure what you're going on about. I've been watching. Sorry, guys, I'm missing a couple things here. You guys are commenting way too fast for me. Missing because my sister. Oh, no worries, JPL. It's all good, bud. And so 13 of you guys now tuning in. What? Jose, I'm not following you, Jose. And there we go, so we'll delete that. And guys, we are on commercial breaks, so you know what commercial break means for me. Throw one of those in there and keep the comments coming as the Blue Jays lead 3-0 going into the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Things looking good. Blue Jays just need about 15 more runs to win this one. Because you know how a game at Fenway between the Red Sox and Blue Jays always plays out. It's never low scoring. Was that a cat in the background? It was my cat. I'm not sure which one you saw. Phillies need to make some big moves. They'll probably trade away Mr. Pat Neshek. And this is Justin Bieber, okay? And sup, Eric? Not much, but just rolling this Toronto Blue Jays live stream. You guys know how it is. Get over here, Bob. There we go. There is Bob. And Bob is going to be our rally cat for this one. The Blue Jays are going to shut it down in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. And then we're going to go. White one, and what type is that? He is a pure white Siamese cross something, I'm not sure. He is some kind of deaf, tailless Manx thing. Couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. So here we go. The Blue Jays, I'm not sure why we're flashing to Roger Federer at Wimbledon, but that's what we're flashing to, so he's having a good time at Wimbledon, but I don't know if the Blue Jays are talking about that. Who would you like the Blue Jays to get, just out of curiosity? Honestly, the Blue Jays need to make a move for a left fielder. Someone like a John Jay, probably. Like, I have him in my Blue Jays franchise mode. If he's half as serviceable as he is in my franchise mode in real life, then John Jay, by far, is who I'd be going after if I was the Blue Jays. Cubs are ready to make a deal. I think the Blue Jays are ready to make a deal as well. Aaron Judge for AL MVP, you betcha he's going to be one of the top contenders this year, as well as Rookie of the Year too, right? Ben Revere, we've already had Revere, and I think John Jay kind of fits that Revere profile, except the speed, but I think Revere would be too far of a long shot for the Blue Jays, that's for sure. As you see, Bob is loving me today, so it's 3-0 for the Blue Jays. They are getting a little bit of an edge against the Red Sox tonight. Mitch Moreland at the plate. He's had 12 homers, 42 RBIs for a .251 average. On base, though, he's had a .343 on base percentage. So keep that in mind. He gets on base 90 points more than he does with an average. Got to go have dinner. I'll catch you later, Nate. Thanks for tuning in. As here's Mitch Moreland against Marcus Stroman on a 1-1 count. Nobody out, bottom half of the 2nd. Ground ball through the shift. Ground ball through the shift. And the Blue Jays have a runner against at first. So we'll see. Need the Blue Jays to beat the Red Sox so the Yankees can take over first place. That's a good possibility, hey? If the Blue Jays can do it. But they're playing at Fenway, and I don't see the Blue Jays ever. Oh my God, guys. You can see the hair coming off. And Bob, that's disgusting. Alright, so Blue Jays have a runner against at first base. Career versus Stroman, Mitch Moreland is 4 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. He tears up Stroman. I mean, he's a lefty bat, so that goes to figure lefty on righty kind of matchup. But here's Hanley Ramirez now in the bottom half of the 2nd inning, nobody out. And Mitch Moreland at first base. Oof, what did Stroman throw there? Some kind of sinking pitch. 2-seamer, I guess, probably. 14 homers, 36 RBIs, and a .259 average for Hanley this year. So he's been serviceable as the DH, let me tell you. My day's been pretty good there, Eric. I have had the day off, so can't complain, as I'm trying to set up one last story for tomorrow morning, and then we'll be good. And that will be a ground ball kind of pitch from Stroman into the dirt. Stroman can't get that one across the plate clean, and unfortunately, that results in a 2-0 count to Hanley Ramirez. Daniel, welcome in. Glad you can make it in, as Marcus Stroman pitching a 2-0 count with a man at first to Hanley Ramirez in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Thank you, Daniel. As here we go. Let's get this over the plate, and that will be a ground ball up the middle. Double play ball. There it is. Ground ball double play for the Blue Jays. Who's my favorite player of all time? Doc Halladay, Roy Halladay, the Toronto Blue Jays, Philadelphia Phillies pitcher. Guy was a legend in my time, and honestly, best pitcher I've ever seen in the game, to be honest with you. Just sucks that he couldn't play on a team in his prime that was ready to win. If the Blue Jays would have won, he would have been absolutely one of the best pitchers in MLB history if he would have been on a good team, let me tell you. 60.9 ground ball percentage. That's better than Clayton Richard and Mike Leake. And that will be strike number 1 on a questionable call on the outside half. Andrew Benintendi, the youngster for the Red Sox, at the plate. See what he features here in this 0-1 count. 2 out in the bottom half of the second inning. Come on now, Benintendi, you're not going to fare well. Oof. Stroman went on the other side of the plate trying to lock him up this time. Did, but it was too far inside. Benintendi has 12 homers, 52 RBIs, a 275 average this year. Wow. Didn't know his numbers were impressive. In the Angels, fave pitcher all time for the Angels, probably Garrett Richards. Garrett Richards is a pretty good Angels pitcher. And let's keep this going, boys, as we're going to throw that in there. And this is going to be a pop-up on the infield. Stroman will field it, fire it over. Error on Stroman. And that will be a runner at first base. Benintendi aboard on the error. That was brutal. Stroman rushed it just a split second too fast. But, I mean, that goes to show, for you guys who say Benintendi's not that fast in real life, that shows that he almost beat that out without the errors, so keep that in mind. Has any competition for Rookie of the Year, isn't having a good year. Well, Benintendi's had 12 homers and 52 RBIs, so he's close in RBIs to judge if he heats up, but homers, it's not even close, right? That's the thing. So that one hop skipped Mr. Justin Smoke, and it is a runner at first base. 2 outs, bottom half of the second inning. Marcus Stroman looking for strike number 1 on the outside half once again. So Show getting it done, and this is Jackie Bradley Jr., I believe. I'm not too sure about my Boston Red Sox. Who do you think will win MVP? Most likely Judge if he continues his way. Guys, if you're in the stream and haven't left a like, leave a like on the stream. Let me know you're enjoying. And this will be a ground ball, foul ball back behind the plate. So, okay, we'll hold up. Things looking half decent for the Blue Jays. As guys, you are coming in hot with the viewage. Like it, love it, great. And Jackie Bradley Jr., 12 homers, 38 RBIs, 274 batting average. What about the NL? I'm actually not too sure who's doing too well in the NL this year. I couldn't tell you. Honestly, have not been following the NL at all this year. Haven't really been following baseball much due to how much I've been working. So that's where I sit with that, guys. If you're able to meet any MLB player of all time, alive or dead, who do I want to meet? Like I said, my favorite player being Doc Halladay. I'd want to meet Doc. Tried to emulate my pitching after him, and didn't work so well. But there we go. There's a strikeout of Jackie Bradley Jr., and the Blue Jays are out of the bottom half of the second inning. All right. Things looking good. Things looking good. Who's my favorite pitcher outside of the Blue Jays, guys? That would be Clayton Kershaw. I'm a huge Kershaw fan. I watched him quite a bit last year. Couldn't really watch him this year because I haven't been home during the days as much during baseball season to watch him and pitch for the Dodgers when he's on, right? But, hey, that's okay. So far, so good. Clayton Kershaw, he's an all-star this year, and you know what? He'll be fine. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, no doubt. And here's Sasquatch trying to hit a ball, and he cranked it out of the park. Home run for Sasquatch. Yeah, he pimped that. Oh, man, Canadian commercials are too good, guys. Canadian commercials are too great. So they're interviewing kids about the smart products at eBay, I guess. Okay, so you interview kids about eBay. Fave catcher, no Russell Martin. Yasmani Grandal. I'm a huge Yasmani Grandal. You'll kind of see that the Dodgers are my second favorite team, kind of, sort of. And you know what, that's just due to how the broadcasts are put up here in Canada. Is usually the Dodgers are on during Saturday and Sunday mornings in Canada, so just to say, World Series guys, I'm going probably the Indians and who else did I say last time? Indians and whoever's doing good in the NL. Couldn't answer that. You're back. Glad to have you back, young gun. As the Blue Jays lead 3-0 in the going into the top half of the third inning. We should be off commercials after Annelise Nadeau answers the phone here on this commercial, but we'll see in a second here as we'll go there. And let's see, you guys aren't answering anything else. As guys, you can tell I'm getting a little bit hungrier. Hey, I'm starting to fade a little bit, and I probably will head out after the top half of the third inning. Just hang out with you guys for a solid 2.5 innings, but we'll see. As there's a Rogers commercial on the Rogers Network. Go figure, right? That's the thing, is Rogers likes to promote their stuff as much as they can, and this is going to be outside for ball number 1. That will be Russell Martin at the plate. 9 homers, 20 RBIs, 234 average for Martin. If he can get it up to 250 and start crushing homers like last season, he'll be fine. He comes on late in the season, and that's going to be a foul ball. Hard of the plate. Martin missed that one by a mile. That's unfortunate. He should have crushed that. Come from TBD Barrett. Thank you, Pedro. Glad he could make it over. And Pedro Pintero joining the live stream here as Russell Martin in a 1-1 count. Top half of the third inning. Nobody out. And Eduardo Rodriguez, I believe that is, on the mound for the Red Sox. He's going to fire it in. Not get anything. Did you ever like the Yanks Red Sox? I have never really followed either team. They've always been the rivals. So, unfortunately, you guys know, don't cheer for the rival in sports. Would you like to see the Expos get their team back? I would love Montreal to get a team back. That would be huge for them. They're working well, but I honestly see probably Vancouver getting a team as well. If Montreal's to get a team, Vancouver will absolutely get a team as well to kind of mature against the Red Sox or Mariners, right? And the only way Montreal gets a team and Vancouver doesn't is due to relocation, but I think if expansion is to happen, you will have a team go to Vancouver as well. That will be ball number 3, so a 3-2 count to Russell Martin to lead off this inning. Rodriguez kind of feeling him out with a lot of pitches here. 3-0 in the top half of the third inning for the Blue Jays. Things looking good. And you know what? You need about 15 more runs. That will be strike number 3. Just bit the corner. And do you want a dog? I have a dog, Daniel. He's actually in the house, but we're keeping him locked up because it's he gets a little bit too rowdy sometimes when he comes in the house, and he's been cooped up outside all day, so he's a little bit rowdy. And that is perfect strike call against Russell Martin. I'm not going to argue that one. That's balls and strikes that you don't argue with the umpire. Martin might not be happy with it, but hey, it's fair game right there. Martin is donezo. So 1 out. Rodriguez pressuring, and this will be fouled off by Mr. Josh Donaldson. The showing. Nice work. Glad you could make it in. And do you think Yager will get a contract? If so, where do I think he goes? Probably to, if anywhere, like Arizona would probably be the only one willing to pick him up, just to have that veteran savvy on the team. That's probably it. Really don't see Yager playing in the NHL next year, to be honest with you. So here we go. Rodriguez ahead 0-2 of Josh Donaldson. How clutch would it be if Josh could crush an Oppo Taco bomb? He's going to instead pop it up here. And this one's going to get out of play. Thank goodness. Glad. And they'll get the ball back from the fencing. So let's see here. You guys coming in hot with the viewage. Love it. Glad you could make it in. And 3-0 for the Blue Jays. 0-2 count to Josh Donaldson. Top half of the third. 1 out. That's the situation at hand. Josh just needs to crush an 0-2 bomb to right field. That's all I'm asking. 0-2 bomb to right field, and we'll see what he can get. So, Fave Euler, no McDavid, Darnell Nurse for sure. I'm a big Nurse fan. Like, Nurse is going to be the leader on the blue line along with Clefbaum and Larson. He's that top-tier second pair guy you need. He'll be that next year. We were hoping for that this year. Of course, the injury kind of derailed that, so keep that in mind. Him and Benning will be the second pair. And then, I mean, Russell and whoever they have filling in, Greiba probably, will be the third pair as well. So you've got Larson, Clefbaum, Nurse, Benning, Chris Russell, and Greiba on the third pair, and that's the pair I want. There was the Oppo Taco swing from Donaldson, but he couldn't get it converted to a home run as he fouls it off, but it's a 2-2 count to Josh Donaldson with 1 out in the top half of the third inning. Things, okay, they're looking good. I'm not complaining. Top half of the third, we're up 3-0. You know what? We had a bomb from Steve Pearce, so Steve Pearce getting another homer at not at Rogers Center like I predicted. I thought he'd have 40. You hear about how the Oilers are negotiating a deal with Chris Letang? No, and I definitely don't think we need a Chris Letang. Chris Letang would just be injured all the time. You'd spend more on him than you need to, and he'd be injured every single time. Guys, if you're in the stream, haven't left a like yet, don't forget to do that, as we're trying to hit 15 likes to match the number of people in here on average. So here we go. Deal the 3-2 count, lots of 3-2 counts, and Josh is going to foul it off again. Rodriguez has 59 pitches through 3 innings, guys. Just ridiculous for Rodriguez, as the Blue Jays have really grinded him out. I wish I could grind this well on the show. If I could grind that well, it would be pretty good. Here we go. Josh Donaldson facing his 9th pitch of the at-bat. Here it comes. And he's going to foul it back again. So Jodo getting it done for the Blue Jays. He's just kind of fouling everything back. He's faced 1 strike, he's missed 3 balls, and then of course the 4 foul balls. So this pitch number 10 of the at-bat. I've seen a 23 pitch at-bat from Marcos Scudero back in the day, but I don't know. When I take Letang for 500K, anything under 3 mil for Letang I would take, but I don't know. Letang's too oft injured. But anyway, Josh Donaldson walks. Blue Jays have a runner at first base in the top half of the third inning. 1 out. That's a huge situation for the Blue Jays, and we're going to see what they can do with it. Commercial time. We'll throw in a commercial of my own. Highlights can be created when Sync to Preview Player is enabled. And let's see what we're doing. Sync to Preview Player. Where do we do that? As broadcast alert. What are we doing? I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. Here we go. Justin Smoke at the dish. He's got good power against lefties. He has a better swing right-handed, but crushes more homers left-handed. Go figure that one, right? 24 homers, 58 RBIs, 290 batting average for Justin Smoke. He had a run in the first inning with a walk. So keep that in mind. Smokey could get it done right here over top of the Green Monster, just like Steve Pearce did, to give the Blue Jays a 5-0 lead. Come on, boys. You got to get it done here. And Smoke's going to ground it down the line. Foul ball. Oh, well. Foul ball, right? That's okay. Smoke is allowed to hit a foul ball down the line. And, guys, wow. All right. Let's keep it rolling here, as I just got to check this Facebook notification. Okay, there we go. That is looking good. Actually, I should check that to see how it's doing. And Truck Zone is got 674 views. Really, that sucks. Okay, anyway, let's keep it going here, guys, as we are 0-2, 1 out, top half of the third inning, runner at first base, like I keep saying. And it is Justin Smoke at the plate. He's hoping to crush a homer here, and he's going to go chasing the high heat. And that will be a strikeout for Smokey. Oh, well. He tried. He almost had it. Did you know the contracts for Donaldson will do so well next year? Honestly, I don't know what the Blue Jays are going to do this year. Going into next year, it's going to be interesting. But you see, here's a Ks per 9 chart for Eduardo Rodriguez. 7.3 2 years ago, 8.4 last year, and 9.6 this year. He's coming on hot with the strikeouts. And that's kind of dangerous to think, right? Is a pitcher who can strike you out that much. But this is going to be a base hit down the line. It's going to get all the way to the corner. Nope. He's going to run into the wall. Will Benintendi, and Morales will stop at first. And where'd Josh Donaldson end up? Did he go all the way to third? I hope he did. I think that's him standing right there. So Morales comes up clutch with a single. Donaldson to third. A 2-out single for Kendrys Morales. Boost that batting average, bud. Way to go. And just down the line, it was a beautiful liner, and it got right past, I believe that's Brock Holt over there at first base. Benintendi had to throw himself into the wall. Couldn't stop fast enough. And hey, what do you say? Can I show my dog? Unfortunately, he's in the other room. I'm not going to show him, guys. As the Blue Jays have the Red Sox meeting on the mound. This is nice. I love this. Because this means only good things for the Blue Jays. They have the Red Sox meeting on the mound. Rodriguez trying to get out of the inning. Probably his last inning of work if he gives up a run right here. So we've got him on the ropes. Keep him on the ropes, boys. And try and get him finished off for this game. As guys, what am I looking at? I'm looking at my NHL 18 features. And oh, there we go. So we're going back to the other live stream that you guys are watching as well. So here we go. Tulo up to the dish. 7 homers, 24 RBIs. 243, so he's been getting that batting average back to where it needs to be. A home run rate here would be so clutch. 8 homers, 27 RBIs, sounds a lot better. And over the Green Monster as well, that would be just mint. You think the Jays will make the playoffs? If so, wild card or division? Wild card all the way if they make the playoffs, but I believe they can make it. Honestly, if they swing the bats like this all series long against Boston in Boston, that's huge. And then just continue the momentum and win 2 of 3 the rest of the year, and they would be absolutely fine. But I don't know. It's going to be a tough schleg. Here we go. Tulo. 1-1 count. 1-1 count to Tulowitzki. I think it's looking good. All right. 2 outs, top half of the 3rd inning. Runners at the corners for Tulo. All he has to do is hit one up the middle, and we get to 4-0 and knock Rodriguez out of the game. That's all we have to do. Right, that's all we have to do. So let's see what we can do here. As this will be pitch number 3 of the at-bat. One's been a strike, one's been a ball. And this is going to be fouled off. It was dead center cut too, boys. Dead center cut for Tulo, and he couldn't get it done. Here you go, Bob. I'll get you. I got you, Bob. I got you. I'll get you with the scratches. I'll get you with the scratches, Bob. There we go. And so 20% changeup. 11% slider and 69% fastball for Eduardo Rodriguez tonight. First pitch uses, so he's been varying it. Oh, pardon me. If you're just tuning in right now, it's 3-0 for the Blue Jays. Kendrys Morales just hit a single to get Donaldson to 3rd, and that's the way we sit, and it will be a strikeout for Tulowitzki. So guys, that is where I'm going to finish it. I'm going to go have supper. Thank you for tuning in, Matt. Welcome into the stream. Glad you could make it in. But guys, I am up on out of here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And I will catch you guys in the next one.